Hello, good evening, and welcome. Just coming in to do an evening live. It's been a little bit again. My name is Corrie Thorne. I'm the founder and creator of More Than Existing and the owner of this page. And yeah, if you're new to my page, welcome. If you're new watching this video, welcome. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, then welcome. If you're on my channel on YouTube, please like and subscribe if you like my videos. And I'm just going to give a moment and just see if I'm on everywhere, because when I'm broadcasting in both, yes, there you go, Kevin and Felicia, one on each. That's what I was waiting to see, guys. I was waiting to see if I was on Facebook and YouTube. So I am. Thank you, guys. Welcome. And we'll just give a moment and see who comes in. So nice to see you guys in here. Hello, Danielle. Hi. Hello, everyone. Got some exciting stuff going on. Hello, Tracy. I'm just getting onto my page myself so I can monitor a little bit here. I'm a little bit of a lone wolf here, so I watch things myself. Hello, Wendy and Stacy. Hello. It's been a while. So the funny thing is, when I was doing the editing the destination and updating like the information, the last time I was in here on here was November the 21st, and today is December the 12th. Just can't make that shit up. So it was like I was in here on November the 20, yeah, I was in here on November the 21st, and now it's December the 12th. And I'm like, see, just reverse the numbers. So welcome. Hello, Linda and Mel and Sherry, Stacy. I think I said Stacy and Wendy and everyone else. And to all of those who are watching and not commenting, hello to each and every one of you as well. Welcome. And I am on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. It has been a while since I have been in to do a live. I have been posting lots, though. There is a lot of YouTube videos. There's a lot of updates. There is the 2 parts of the 2023 predictions that are posted on YouTube. So the predictions for 2023, there is part 1 and part 2. They're on my YouTube, on my one YouTube channel, and you can catch those. You can watch both of them. They are, the one is, I think the one is almost an hour, and the other one's about a half hour. Hello, Adriana. And so, yeah. And so if you want to catch those, I've been doing a lot of forecast readings. If you have not purchased your 2023 forecast reading, you're going to be running out of time. I don't usually do them after December. So if you want to purchase your 2023 forecast reading, I would advise you go on and get that purchase. It is under, I think it's under shop. It's under shop on the website. And so if you go into the website and you go shop, you can find the 2023 forecast reading. I think that's where it is. You can also still purchase my emailed readings, and I'm not sure if they are staying either. So there will be some changes coming up in the new year, making some changes to the system again. So if you want a forecast reading, as of right now, depending on how many more I get, I may extend it a little bit into January, but if I do, it will not be any more than in the first week or so. I only do the forecast readings for a period of time. So if you want to purchase one, I suggest you get in and get it purchased. So welcome. And I was just letting the room fill up some. There is a fair number here. So please, if you're on YouTube and you're watching, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you can get all the updates. And if you're on Facebook and you were on the old system of Facebook and you were just liking my page, please follow, because the notifications are not being seen. So you feel so tired today? Well, Wendy, it might be a little bit from last night's healing session class. Like, that was a pretty big one, but it's also still in the energy today. We still got some funky energy happening. I do believe we still have Mars we have Mars still in retrograde, I think. There is some real funky energy. We just came through that full moon energy, and the full moon was a whopper. You can also still take my full moon. You can still take my free full moon meditation and reading, you can still go to YouTube, and it is available on there. And the kindness, the self-care and kindness holiday season event that I did, that's available in the school. So you can go to there, and you can do that one for free as well in the More Than Existing Academy. So mteacademy.ca. So hello. That's my spiels for right this minute. I got lots to talk about. And I have lots to talk about things we have happening. We have so many things that are coming up. There is so many. In the beginning of January, we have our massive summit. We have 12 presenters at our summit this year. So if you have not taken part in one of the previous online summits this year, I suggest you really do. There is so much information. And it's only $29.95 for a whole weekend. You get 12 presenters, but 14 talks. 14. So I speak 3 times. Just let you know. And then there is 12 other presenters that are also speaking, and we give 1-hour talks. Each and every one is a 1-hour talk on a Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, until like 5 or 6 o'clock. And you can come in and be a part of the lives. It's in Zoom. So you get your Zoom link, you get in, you watch it, or you can go watch the recordings after. So there is, and so you can get in and take part in that if you want. And that's on the website as well. Just go onto the website, go corriethorne.com, and you'll see the summit. It is right there. Now, after the summit on the Saturday night, there is another event, and I will be doing a 2-hour live mediumship, connecting to spirit, and it'll be the Saturday night, and you have to go to the same link into the summit, and you scroll all the way down. So if you're purchasing the all-day pass, that the nighttime part is actually an add-on. So, or you can purchase it separately. And so that's coming up as well on January the 7th. And then myself and Michelle Gibson, who you often see in here, her and I are live in Leduc doing a 2-hour mediumship in Leduc, and the tickets are on Eventbrite. And we're doing a full 2 hours in the evening, 7 to 9. And then we have a whole day wellness happening on that Saturday as well on January the 21st. So there's a lot. And then I'm supposed to be speaking at another event, but I don't have all the paperwork on that one yet. So I will let you know. So here we go. We're in. We're full. And Linda Green is here. And Linda Green is one of the presenters. At that, so I'm like Linda Green is here, and she's one of the presenters at that summit as well. And she speaks a lot about her journaling and about her incredible abilities to be able to journal and do that work. And it's just, everything is so worth it. So if you don't have your tickets, get your tickets. But I will be on the Saturday night live doing a 2-hour mediumship as well on January the 7th, but you have to purchase your tickets for it. And then I'll be in person live in Leduc, Alberta, on January the 21st in the evening from 7 to 9, and all day long there'll be a wellness thing. So if you want to travel and get yourself a hotel room and stay and take part in the all day Saturday and then the Saturday evening, yay. So that's what we have happening. So yes, there is a lot of energy, There's a lot of things happening. We're in the midst of a big shift of energy. We are coming through the end of a cycle as well as we're coming through the end. But today is December the 12th, right? So on December the 12th, it would have been like the 10-year anniversary since December the 12th, 2012, when it was that whole prediction of the end of the world stuff. There was just a whole lot of things that were happening in the energy that gave signs of big change on December the 12th, 2012. And now this is like the 10-year anniversary of this. So today definitely has some of the same crazy energy going on. It definitely got some, feels like some really self-centered energy in a lot of areas. You may be feeling a little bit like, what about me? Where am I in all of this? You may be a little bit messed up in your thought process. Being able to emotionally evolve, being able to really step into understanding emotional intelligence is the ability to be able to question your own emotional response, like what you're feeling in the moment, to know what it is that's really affecting you, what is really happening, what's really going on. And so, yeah. some crazy narcissistic, some crazy narcissist trying to change me, trying to charge me, and we have court fringe, right? And she harasses and torments me. Hopefully, it all goes well. I hope it all goes well for you too, as well, Felicia. I really do. And so, good evening, everyone else who is joining, and welcome. So I'm going to step right in here. I was hoping to see, some of my girls that could come in and jump in here with me, but I don't see them. All right, so I'm going to just jump right in here because I don't have a lot of time. Well, yeah, I don't really have a lot of time. And I'm sorry you're not seeing much of me on live anymore. I have so many things that are happening, so many things on the go, but I do post a lot of videos on YouTube, and I have 2 YouTube channels. One is She Is More Than Existing. She is more than existing, and it is my podcast, and they're audio and video. And that's my second YouTube channel. On my main YouTube channel, it is Corrie Thorne, More Than Existing. And that one is all of my other stuff and all of my channeled messages. And when I channel through the galactic energy, when I channel with God, all the things that come up. So my YouTube has been one of my bigger places where I put a lot of videos, and then the rest of my time is spent writing in my school. I just released my second book. If you have not purchased my book, then my second book is available, My Truth of Existing Beyond the Reflection. And so this is my second book, and it is out. It is on Amazon. And if you have gotten it and you have read it, then please leave a comment. And I would love a review on Facebook as well. And, if you want to leave a review as well, but on Amazon to leave that. Now, my other book is also available on there, but I didn't publish this book myself. This was through a publishing company, and Amazon. I don't know who's printing it or where the printing comes from, but the last time somebody went to purchase this book was outrageously overpriced. And so if it is outrageously overpriced, like if it's like coming up that the soft cover is like $26, $27 and your shipping is $60, there is something wrong. This copy is about $15, $16, and the shipping should be, if you got Prime, it should be pretty much free or a few dollars. The hardcover copy is more expensive. It is like $35, $36. So if you go to Balboa Press, where the book is actually published, it would be cheaper to get it probably through there than it would be to get it through Amazon. Now, they may have it fixed. They may have it fixed now, and it may be back to normal, but I don't get to control that book, but I am taking it back. I am taking the book back. But the first book is fully in my control. And so this book is fully available. And I will have this with me in Leduc as well. Look, I keep going all wonky. Okay. So let me just start with an opener here. So 2 cards came out. So we're going to go with these, and this is from my deck that will definitely be coming out in the new year. So definitely, we are working on the box cover right now. And so we are working on the box cover. So early in the new year, we hope, like by the end of January, hopefully, but for sure they are coming out in the early part of the new year, is this deck of cards. And so Feed the Light Rose is our first card. Yeah, it's my camera. I have no idea why. I don't know what's going on with it. It keeps doing it. I might switch over cameras here in a second because the other camera doesn't do it, but this is the newest camera. And our second one is Sacred Sarah. Now, both of these cards really truly work with the light. Now, one works with the white light, and the other one is working with the essence of a blue light, also with the white light. This is also working with the pink light, with the magenta. And so there is a lot of magenta. There is a lot of our soul chakra energy. There's a lot of the energy that is above and beyond. There is a lot of the angelic realm that really truly comes into the energy of both of these cards. And Sacred Sarah really represents, and I just seen this card really up close the other day, and it was like, it's absolutely so beautiful, so beautiful. And the artist is Amelia Richard of my cards. And And so Sacred Sarah is that point in time, that pivotal point in time when you just stop running, you stop avoiding, you stop running from you, and you really come into you. And you really start to remember, all the people that you say, "Oh, they're so sweet, they're so nice, they're so good." But you're so judgmental of yourself, but you're able to point out all of the beauties. You can see the beauty and the good in other people, but you really have a hard time neglecting yourself in the way of being able to see what you contribute to the world, what you contribute to the people around you, and what you are here to contribute to yourself. So it is that ability to be able to change the way that we communicate to ourselves, the way that we speak to ourselves, and that we treat ourselves as if we are sacred, as if we really matter, because everybody really matters. And how many people in your life has got that one person that no matter what you do, you can't do nothing right? That no matter what happens, they always can find that one other thing. And that one thing that just like, "Oh, that's great, but yeah, you did good, but." Or that constantly telling you, "I think you need to, I think you really need to stop doing that. I think you need to do this. I think you need to," and just keeps dampening that energy within you, dulling the light. Nothing makes me any sadder than the fact that people can't understand why people are so sad when everybody is constantly trying to shift and change them away from their authenticity, that uniqueness, that creative personality. One of the hardest people to be able to live with is someone who's creative, because they're very artistic, and they're very expressive, and their emotions are very evolved, and they're very big in their emotions, and they don't follow the mainstream. And then you get parents who then try to push that child to be mainstream, that you got to do this, you got to do that, you'll never make a living being this, you'll never survive doing that. But in the meantime, they turn away from the things that you really want to do, and then you end up just existing because you're not living your authentic true self. And so if you really truly have that within your life, and you had that, and then you recognize now at this stage that you do it to yourself, that you stop yourself from doing the things that you really love to do, or to express the parts of you. I just remember, so many people, including myself, that would have to hide this part of what I do, because this wasn't acceptable. And so for a long time, you have to kind of sneak around to be this version of myself. And it's like, this is stupid, this is dumb, why would you want to do this, and why are you doing that, and why are you writing those books, and all of those things. And when you decide to answer the call of your heart, and answer the call within you to the things that you feel, that sense of when the soul is speaking to you, when the soul is screaming from the inside out, and you just know that who and what you are is on the other side of everything that everyone is telling you that you can't be, then it's time to really step into doing what makes you happy. And I always tell my students, especially in my mediumship students and in healing, don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job when you start doing this work. Because it's not going to pay your bills. And if you do it because it's a job, and you do it because of the money, and in the beginning you're like, you'll end up more stressed than when you're at your real job, because the pressures and the lowering of your vibrational energy in worry and stress, and worrying about everything else, it's something that is a slow process. And so just because we're gifted, don't mean everyone is meant to be out here in this world. And this was never where I thought I'd be. And so knowing these things about yourself is, how can I use my gifts and my creativity? How can I allow myself to be more kind? How can I allow myself to be kinder to myself, to be gentler to myself? And that's really coming up for us. That's our general card. How do I feed the light within? How do I feed that energy within myself? And this was Rose, and this is Rose in the card. Now, Rose in the painting turned out very different. Like, my Rose in my paintings, when I was working on that within myself, is very different. And then recognizing what is sacred. Not every bit of who you are is for you to share with the world. So if you're someone who, every time your phone rings, every time someone texts and got a problem, that you feel that you have to be the martyr, the coming on the white horse, that you have to be there for everyone, to always be the people pleaser saving, is that you literally are robbing yourself of your presence, of the presence of you in your present moments. And that you know, finding that sacred time for you means learning how to sometimes say no, that it's okay to say no. Yeah. Lindsay, just watch my forecast reading. Seriously, if anyone wants guidance for the upcoming year, purchase Corrie Thorne, Mystic Medium Spiritual Teacher website. Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Lindsay. Yes, Lindsay just received her forecast reading. So if you have not purchased your forecast reading, if you've been looking at it, go onto the website and go under shop, and it's under shop, and you will find the link to be able to purchase your yearly forecast reading. I only do them for a very limited time. They do take work. I have to travel a long way out to get that information and bring it back in. And so they do take some time, and they do take a couple weeks to get them back to you. But they are in a video format. You receive a link, and then you just download the video. So, yeah. And Roberta, so right. So that resonates with you, Roberta? Good. Good, good, good. And hello, everyone else that's coming in. All right. Now, I am going to choose some people tonight. And I'm going to start, and I hope you're all still here. So if you're just watching and you did want a card, you should want to comment. Sasha Lawson. Are you still here, Sasha? Sasha Lawson. First, I'm looking for Sasha Lawson. That's whose name I first got. That's who I could hear. Yes, you're there. Okay, yay. All right, I am choosing a card for you for today. So let's see. We're staying with my deck of cards. So we're staying with the Everyday Goddess. These are the Everyday Goddess, and the Everyday Goddess is about inspiration and attitude. They do come in 3 sets. They come in the sense of the Maiden Mother Crone energy. And so let's see where it goes for you, Sasha. Let's see what they have. Sasha, I'm seeing a lot of orange color around you, and I'm not sure exactly what the orange means yet. If it's actually like Orange Crush, you know, the pop Orange Crush. I keep getting like Orange Crush, and I don't know what that means. Orange Crush, Orange Crush, Orange Crush. But I also get it into the sacral, so into the essence of our divine feminine, into our whole emotions and where our stories lay. That's coming up for you before I even got the card out, and it's actually you got Feed the Light again. And then the bottom of the deck, the underlying card. So the bottom of the deck is that essence of what is the underlying. And so we got the Way Home, and it is Emi. And see all the beautiful, brilliant colors, is that rainbow color. And so when in Buddhism, when it's that essence of becoming a full light body, when they transcend beyond the physical body and fully embrace and becoming spirit upon earth, it's that whole becoming just light, and the body kind of dissipates. Like that's but for us, and where this goes is Emi is me spelt forward, it's spelled backwards and forwards. So when we are away from ourselves, and then when we come back in. So the way home is the beautiful process of in our stories of what we let die and what we give birth to, right? So I feel like there is, for you, Sasha, there is something where there is like a past energy. And I don't know where the orange comes in all the way, if it's just in the energy of your sacral and your stories and some past unhealed energy, or just something that's rising up now at this stage in the game for you. And I feel like it comes a little bit into being able to like really trust yourself to make some really wise choices and decisions. But I got the Way Home, and I feel like it's the beginning for you of really truly starting to embrace up on a new journey. And there's a new journey. I feel like it's more of a spiritual journey. I feel like it's a deep healing. And I feel like this coming year may be a really deep, deep healing and a deep knowing for you, which also sure am. Okay. And I'm like, so I feel like it's like really truly feed the light. This is Rose again. And being able to feed the light. So feed into like letting spirit, letting yourself be embarking upon the journey of rising up and out, knowing that your physical body is going to have to go through whatever it goes through, but calling in the divine to really truly shine a light upon the areas instead of you trying to force it, trying to push it, trying to be in control of it. I just feel like it's like you kind of got to step back and allow the divine forces to come in and show you, shine a light up on where you need to go, what needs to happen next. Don't make any harsh choices and decisions. Don't jump before you're ready to. But I do feel like there is some big changes, and I feel like there is several things that are ending in your life in order for new beginnings to take place. And so you really stepping in you've been wearing a lot of orange. Yeah, and it's so all around you because it is the aspects of that sacral energy. And I feel, and so in the lotus of our sacral, as the petals open, it is the aspects of ourselves, right? So it's the aspects of ourselves. I'm just going to change camera, guys. I think it's the aspects of ourselves that just opens up. And so as it opens, we become more aware. And so really truly, I feel like for you, you've been kind of sheltering your emotions, burying them, hiding them, masking them, pretending things are okay that weren't okay. And I just feel like it's like they're peeling off the layers of that protection, of that mask, of all those things. And it's just revealing a lot of new truths for you. And it's going to bring forth a lot of changes. But the way home is knowing that no matter what that endings are, that you are actually you're actually starting to walk towards you and walking in the direction of moving towards you in a big way. And I just feel like there's just so many things that are coming up for you. And I'm going to continue with the cards here. I got more for you yet. I'm not done with you yet, but this is for you personally. Struggling with losing loved ones this year. Yeah, okay. I'm like, because it does. It just feels like it just feels like it's that embodying that endings and new beginnings and understanding how endings and the relationship we build with, spirit. I just feel like you're really stepping into spirit, like really stepping into spirit this year, really going to be going through a major like transition in your life, major life changes. Things are changing for you, but you have to continue to do the things for you that feeds the light, that you don't let yourself get lost in the shadows of fear and doubts and those things. And just know that there is still beauty here. There is still a lot of beauty that I have coming in here for you, Sasha. And I'm like, I just know. And I heard the divine call your name so loud and said, you have to read her. You have to tell her. You have to tell her that she has to know. She has to know. And so you have to know. And this is smoke and mirrors. This is Mara. And that sense of bringing in that sense of authentic self. You don't have to become overprotective. Be gentle, allow your creativity and your creative expression to kind of speak to you and your emotions. And I just feel like you're going to be able to capture this experience that you're going through, and this experience you're going to be going through. I feel like you're going to be able to capture it in such a way that really makes it resonate for you and your healing journey, and that you're not going to, don't let yourself kind of go numb and not experience everything you need to experience. You have to allow yourself to experience, but also allow yourself to be supported by the divine, allow yourself to be supported by the essence of the angelic realm that is here with you. And you do have the essence of this beautiful, I want to say it's like Archangel Uriel is so around you right now. And it's just like really truly like coming from the soul, this is a soul journey. It's the beginning of a new journey. And I just feel so much love for you and around you. And there's so much love coming from the divine, from Mother Mary, from Mary Magdalene, from the divine goddess energy that is just wrapping around you, wrapping around your heart, wrapping around that sacral, and all the awareness is in that sacral energy. So sending you, I felt lost lately. Yeah. And that's why, because you can't be who you were when you go through these experiences. There's no going back, right? So you're lost. So you're in an unknown. You're in a very unknown state, a very unknown, presence. You don't know what's coming. It's not known. And this is where you and your need to want to be controlling or want to know things you can't know. And so there is just this unknowing. Show yourself grace, or step into grace and show yourself mercy during these experiences, and be very kind with you. Be very kind. But the angels are there with you, and there is so much love around you. And of course, you always got the animal spirits that are with you. Horse spirit, it's just very much with you. There's just so much love around you right now. So much love, so much support. So I hope this resonates with you somehow. So thank you, Sasha. My heart is pounding for you. Yeah, it feels very emotional. I'm like, I want to cry now, Sasha, because it is so powerful to be in the power, to be in the energy of the divine. And when you can feel the divine energy stepping in, and you can feel it stepping in through you, it's so overwhelming and so powerful in love that you just can't help but smile. No matter what we're going through, we just can't help but smile. So thank you. Thank you, Sasha. I'm going to go to Stacy, and I hope you're still here, Stacy. So Stacy Churchill. There you are. Okay. And I'm choosing Stacy because I called Stacy twice before and she was gone before I got in here. So I wanted to make sure I got her this time. Okay, Stacy. And I'm going all girly. I'm going all girly. I am going to these everyday goddesses for you too. And then I'm also feel like I might even pull a fairy forest for you. All girly, very girly. There's a lot of girly energy around you. And it's like really, truly, oh my freaking God, ladies. Guess what card I got again? I got Feed the Light. I got Rose again. So ladies, it is really time to feed the light. Like not letting the the darkness overshadow the essence of the light that is with us, that is here for us. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get my camera back. I might have to change cameras here. Hold on. This is going to appear really close for a moment. Okay. This camera is for that close up. And so Stacy, you got Feed the Light as well. And I'm going to pull Rose off the wall for this as well. I don't often pull Rose off the wall. So Rose is in my third book that's coming out. Rose is the grape. And she is the essence of that sense of ourself and how we get created into who we are and the things that change us. And so Rose, my daughter calls her the banana lady. So this is Rose in the painting and she's looking at me. And so Rose represents the yellow and the red in us. And so she represents the root of our stories and where our stories, originate from, and also the yellow of our will, of our solar plexus. And so the solar plexus is the power of the will, and the root is, the root of procreation. It is also that roots us, that grounds us, it connects us, it ties us to our ancestors, it ties us to our loved ones. And her dress and her lips are that. Her eyes are blue. The eyes speak. The eyes can't tell a lie, right? The eyes speak. And so the eye speaks what the voice box does not. The eyes speak and the body speaks what the voice box does not. So the things that you really truly would love to say, the things you'd really need to say, and I feel like these are things, Stacy, you really need to start saying to yourself again, to start reminding yourself of how you are still so rooted in love and how there's just so much. And then there's a red choker on her and she's wearing that red choker. And so there is that the voice of the divine that speaks through you and for you. And when you start to be able to speak and tell your story and speak your truth, there is so much that really truly just resonates with so many people. So instead, so it's like instead of allowing the will, instead of allowing the will of the inner authority to take you into not shining the light, into kind of shutting down, into closing down, it is telling you that now more than ever is when you have to turn the light on. It's when you have to turn up this energy. It's when you have to really truly turn it around now before it becomes too dark, is what I'm hearing, before it becomes too dark. And that blue in the eyes really truly also represents that divine love, and the divine love and strength that is there to give you the courage to do the things that you need to do. So somewhere in how you are either speaking to yourself or the negative that is getting in, there's negative getting in here somewhere, is somehow being cut by your loved ones to say to you, I'm calling you up and out now. And so rose becomes that essence of the grape that gets like mushed into, and it's like, a lot of things we don't really get a choice, right? We don't get a choice in what some things in our experiences are. And of course, Stacy, you know full well you didn't get no choice in where you are in life and who you are on the other side of this. There was no choice. But the choice to turn the light off and to let the negative override, your faith and your divine light and your connection to spirit, that's your choice. And yeah, and you can feel it coming in, right? You can feel it coming, it's coming, and you're being called up to do things that allow the light in. So whether you spend more time outside, whether you just start walking in the early mornings, whatever it may be, but it's like, I just hear, Mom, don't you dare. Don't you dare. And I don't feel like you're allowed. And there's love in your eyes, and your eyes are speaking for you. And even though your eyes will have the sadness, your eyes also still have love. And I just keep hearing, Mom, look at the love that's around you. Look at the love that you have. Look at the things that are there. And I mean, that's coming from spirit. So I get how this would be very hard. But Rose and her little hot mess is that you can still be a hot mess and still be filled with light. You can still be, in our grieving and still have light. It's how you speak to yourself and how you allow yourself to get caught up in that backward swing that it's hard to get yourself back into that place of where you need to be. And so that you're not just then trying to suck it up and pull it together just for everyone else in the family, that they actually know that you're present and you're present in those experiences. But a big part of this is going to be for you, Stacy, that you finally start to tell your story. Like really tell the story. And I feel like it's coming up. I feel like it's coming up for you. So everything is about feed the light. Everything is about what we're going to bring in, how we're going to unfold this within our lives. And then we have sisterhood for you. And sisterhood really represents that of when you think of the three Marys. I'm going biblical for a moment. When you think of the three Marys that were all a part of those days prior and the days after, you know, of the crucifixion of Jesus. And I know we're coming into the birth period, but when you think of experience, so we think of it in the way of spiritual. So when you think of it in the way of magic, like all these women who really truly come together to be support, to know that you have that, even though we bear witness to some of our hardest days, that we know that we are better supported, that we are much better supported like this than we are like this. And so knowing that this standing alone is not going to give you as much strength as standing like this, and to bring together that energy to allow others to hold the light on the days that you can't, to hold that sacred space on the days that you can't. Not be afraid to reach out, and reach out to the people that you know are there to listen to you, are there to have conversations with you, that are there to speak to you, there to walk in the freaking cold. And that each time we do that, if, one does it for you, you're going to be doing it for another, right? That we're always there for each other, to be that support, to be that love, to be able to stand up, and to stop thinking that you need to do this alone. And yeah, and I just feel like you're getting called up into your days. See what you just got called out on? It's easier to stand alone. That way I don't bother others, but I know I need to reach out. Yes, you are never bothering others. That's what you tell yourself so that you can stay over here instead of over there. Whoop. And so you can't stay over here. You got to get over. You can't stay over there. You got to get over here. Right. And so getting yourself over here and being able to be here in the presence and know that you are not a bother to anyone who really cares for you. You are a treasure, and you are a pleasure, and people really love you. And so mystical Merlina is telling you there is a fine line. There's a fine line between our personal hell and our personal heaven, right? And so there's something magical that unfolds when we let ourselves, because in this personal hell, our loved ones don't exist there. And it's hard for us to be able to feel, to be able to sense, to be able to know. In this divine presence of this mystical, magical, of pure light, well, they are pure spirit. If you deny yourself to be connected to your own spirit, it is harder to be connected to the spirit of those that we love. So the more that you step into the light and into the divine essence of your own spirit, remembering that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, that light of your eyes connects to the light of the soul, that connects to the spirit of your beautiful loved ones and the divine. So the more that you can exist in that place of divine love and divine spirit, the more that you are spirit to spirit, love to love, connection, light to light. And it's just so powerful for you. I just got, and my whole body's on fire. So I know, Stacy, this is a healing. My face is starting to sweat. I'm like breaking out in sweat with this one. And so there's a lot of divine love here, and there's a lot of power in this spirit, and there is a lot of spirit around you. And to just, honor your spirit, do the things that just bring that rise to vibration of the feeling, the sensation of that desire within you, to embrace that connection and embrace that journey to be connected to spirit. So I love you, much love, and thank you for allowing me to do this. As I'm now on fire. All right. Let me see. And also remember, I think I have stars now, so you can always leave stars. And I used to have my PayPal on here as well, but you can always leave stars as well for anyone who's been emailing me, messaging me, and asking. Now I can breathe. Good, Stacy. Good. I want you to breathe. You need to be able to breathe all the way. And so this healing tonight is through your solar plexus and through the root. Just right. It's just like flowing through there. I'm very much Archangel. I feel like Archangel Gabriel is very much with you. Archangel Gabriel is just surrounding you, wrapped around you, just with you. And there's just so much love there for you. All right. Edie LeBlanc. Edie LeBlanc. You're next. If you're still here, Edie. So Edie, I hope you're still here. Stacy, I just want to reach out and hug you. Oh, give virtual hugs. Virtual hugs. Everybody send her virtual hugs. Virtual hugs are just as wonderful. Yes. Okay, Edie. Beautiful Edie. So, Edie, I just looked over and I got this rose from when I was teaching in class. And I'm just like, it's like I wanted to hand it to you. Somebody's trying to hand you flowers, Edie. Someone's trying to give you flowers. And I'm like, here, Edie, take this little plastic little flower, this plastic little rose. But somebody's trying to hand you flowers. You got somebody from the other side who's trying to give you something almost like to like really honor you or to say thank you to you. And I just feel like it's the love of a loved one, definitely the love of the loved one. And I don't know if one of your mom, okay, and she would definitely, and she would definitely be, really wanting to nurture you right now. I feel like she really wants to nurture you. She's like hugging you. I also feel like she's telling you, I feel like there's another change coming for you as well, Edie. So I don't know if you've been making some new plans, speaking about wondering about retirement or anything like that, but I feel like there's some changes in the works for you. And I feel like they're going to be coming up in the mid of the new year. But she's nurturing you, she's hugging you, she's loving you. And I have to ask you, who had like some sort of like rosacea or like redness on their face and their nose and their cheeks? Who had that, Edie? Do you know someone who had like their face used to get red, or they have like a lot of redness, like either like skin conditions or something else that would kind of like their face would flare, whether they had like an autoimmune disease or something like that, but their skin, I feel like their flesh, their skin was somehow affected by it, Edie. And it's like this face is looking at me, and I almost feel like it's like a little bit like that Rudolph, and nose, the nose is specifically standing out to me, a very like distinct kind of nose looking at me. And I don't know who that is for you. You do? Okay. Whoever that is looking right in my face, Edie. Right here with me. They're looking right at me. I can't get them to go away. And they really want you to know they are with you. They're there with you. Very much with you. So is this masculine? My ex-father-in-law. Okay, good. Because I'm like, it feels man to me. It feels like a man, and he's right there. He's looking at you. He's like, he tells me, he says, I'm always there. I'm always there for you. He says, I don't really go far. Like he keeps your loved one safe. Um, he keeps your loved one safe, he says to you. He does. And I just feel like this sense of, I don't know, Edie, if you have been like having this conversation with yourself about kind of like not gonna be a part of, like, taking part in either Christmas, or not gonna be out doing thing with people. I don't know what it is, but it's like wherever you are tempted to not be connected, you got to get that out of your head. If you've been telling yourself you're going to spend like the season alone, you're going to do all this stuff alone, you just keep saying you're not, don't you get that out of your head. You're not doing that. But I also feel like this man is also trying to give you like, I don't know if it's some sort of like he's asking something of you. I feel like he's asking something of you, Edie. It's almost like, I don't know if it's some sense of acceptance or forgiveness, or just to, to know that you were cared for, or that he didn't tell you the things he should have told you. But he appreciated you, and he didn't tell you. You did nice things for him, and I don't know if he always told you. And that's what he really wants you to know. And your mom is just nourishing you. Your room is full, by the way. The lounge, your spiritual lounge over here is absolutely full. And I just hear that I have another one who just says, and the gate, Edie, the gates opened for me. Edie, the gates opened for me. The gates opened. The gates opened for me. And it's like, and mom was here for me. The gates opened and mom was here for me. And I just feel like it's like, yeah, okay, Edie. And I'm like, and the cards really show it. And the cards really show it. We have the fragments of you, and this is hollow. And this is this really represents that sense of that we are all the essence of a blessing, of that divine, child of God type of energy. So, you are the blessing, and you have been a blessing. And even though life has really given you way more challenges than anyone should ever have to experience, ever, um, even though you've had to experience, and I just, ever, like, no one should have to go through as much as you've been through. But what they're telling you is that what you have to really take from this is this pieces of you, like these treasures of you. And I'm listening because I know I'm listening to the guardians. And these are the guardians, and this is not your like your family's here. Everybody in your Edie, everybody in your family talks at one time. Just saying. When they get excited, it's like everyone can talk all at one time. But it is a time of, I feel like there is a transformation or a change that is coming. You have been getting a lot of thoughts in your head that really have to be cleared out. You cannot spend any season or any time really alone. You need to either get yourself on a plane and go home and visit, or make sure that you get yourself with family. They are pushing this, they are forcing this, but there is major transformations that I feel like are really taking place around you and in your life. And I just know, and I keep getting this, and they're just like, we are holding you up. We are holding you up. And I just feel like it's like that. I just, that quote, nail in the coffin. I just got that nail in the coffin, that final nail in the coffin is what I get. And I don't know who used to say that. And it's just like, I just keep seeing that old coffin, as if I didn't. So this person says, I didn't even care if they put me in a cardboard box. And that's what and like this person says, I didn't care if they put me in a cardboard box. It didn't matter. Once I was not there, I knew where I was going. And I just feel like it's like you're just being told by these same people. There's so many of them talking. I'm trying to listen to them, Edie. I just feel like I'm being told by this one that, I'm getting church. So I'm getting church. They're all talking. I'm getting church, Edie. I'm getting um, valley, valley. It's a song with valley in it, and I know it. It's an old church song. It's like an old hymn, a church hymn. And I'm seeing the old hymn books, like back in the day, the old hymn books. And I have like the old hymn books. And I don't know if you remember when the benches would go down, like when you have those bending, like when you bend down on those little benches. And so bending down on those benches and in prayer. And I just heard, just know that your prayers, just pray. You stopped praying. You stopped praying is what they're telling you. Stopped praying, and you got to return to your prayers, and you got to keep praying to us, and keep praying. So if you've only been praying in desperation and you haven't been praying in faith, then you got to get back to praying, like really praying, just asking for the things that you really need to get through some of these times. But also that I just feel like it's like, I just got this beautiful magenta-y color. And I'm like, this is a definitely connection to spirit world. You have a divine connection, and you have such a connection. So I don't know who's very much that was like the real churchgoer, but there's just so many of them, and they're all talking to you all at once. All these loved ones, all of these people. I have your mom. I have this father-in-law. I have son. I'm like, your son. Your son is joking with you, and he keeps like teasing you about something. I feel like he's like trying to get you to laugh or trying to get you to smile. And he's just like, Mom, you got to take care of yourself. Mom, you got to take care of yourself. You have to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. And being alone is not how you do it. And just embracing, I feel like it's just like they are really, truly I just like birds pulling these little strings. I feel like they are pulling you up and they are giving you the strength that you need. And what is with eating like are you like not really eating? Are you eating like just sandwiches or something and not cooking or something? What is with sandwiches? Or who's all about the sandwiches? Because I'm just like sandwiches. What's with the sandwiches? Are you really not eating? And if you're not, you should be eating. And I got soul connection, Vidoma. And Vidoma really speaks of that. Um, I made fireball fudge in honor of my son. Okay. See, he was with you because he's just been like laughing. He's just like teasing you. He loves to be that humorous with you. He's constantly there. He's always nagging you, he says. Um, and so now, was there something about a sandwich for him as well, like some sort of sandwich he used to always eat, or something else? Because I keep getting sandwiches as well. It's almost like he's sitting back eating something, like he's having a lunch. So I just feel like you're feeding him a lunch or something, and he's accepting it. He's taking it. But Vidoma is that soul connection, and so this is the connection to your soul. This is the connection to really truly coming into a deeper relationship with you, Edie, and really opening up your connection to spirit world. And and I just feel like the essence of your own gift, like your own self and your ability to be able to just know, to sense, I just feel like it's heightened right now. And you just got this heightened sense of knowing. And I just keep hearing, if you know, then you have to know that where we are all good. We want you to be good. We want you to be healthy. We want you to be happy. Yeah, I don't know about sandwiches either, and I don't know where they belong, but somebody, I just keep getting this sandwich, and I know it's a sandwich. It's even on white bread. It's on white bread. I feel like it's like a weird mixture, whether it's like ketchup and bologna or something, but it's somebody and a love of sandwiches. And so think about it. I got to give you exactly as I get it, but there's one of them over that's doing that. And so they're all around you right now. And I feel like they're all around you because where you are in your head, where you are in your thoughts, and they're not letting you stay there. They are pulling you up and bringing you in, and they will do whatever they are going to be a force to be reckoned with to really get you. And your mom is delivering. I don't know how you're getting flowers, but somehow flowers are getting to you, and it's like bringing those flowers into you. Yeah. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Edie. Thank you so much. Sandwiches. So okay, Cart. So the sandwiches might be somebody else. The sandwiches might be somebody else. We'll see where this if the sandwiches come back in. Oh no, it is Edie. See, I knew it. It's a friggin' odd combination. Odd combination. Edie, my brother loved peanut butter and onion sandwiches. See, I freaking knew it. It was something so totally odd. And I'm like, I could feel like this odd taste in my mouth, Edie. I'm like, it tastes so funny. And it's sandwiches. Don't let go of the sandwich. Stay with the sandwiches. And so, see, when my little ego started to come in, I'm like, oh, maybe the sandwiches are for someone else. Because then I seen another message and I'm like, no, it was for you, Edie. You are so, so welcome. He is eating the same freaking peanut butter and onion sandwiches on the other side. And he really wants us to laugh about it, right? And so he is with you. Um, they are with you, and you're being called up and out. That's what they're really calling you, up and out, and they're making you get up and out, up and out. You're not going to be allowed to sit home. You're not going to be allowed, and even though it's sad and even though it hurts, it's like there's still places for you to be, of where you can be loved, and you have a lot of love, and you are very loved. And so I can tell you, I just like, see, I told you. He says, see, I made it. See, I made it. So there you go, Edie. Thank you so much. Thank you for that opportunity. It's always an honor and a privilege to be able to do this. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I'm going to be moving forward now. um, I'm just asking if I have what it takes to do another one. Uh, Ka- Charlene. So what do you got on here? Charlie mom, Charlie mom, Charlie mom, Charlie mom. Is that what you got on here as your name? That's who we're choosing. We're going to go to the cheese whiz sandwiches, but we're not talking about, I don't think we're talking about cheese whiz sandwiches. Okay. I am going directly to you. So it is Charlene, right? Yeah. Okay. And I'm like, I'm going to Charlene and 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 I really feel the call to really bring this in. So the card that fell out for you was one of the first card. It was the first card I ever created for the deck. And I vowed and vowed and vowed it was going to be the number one, and it didn't. It became card number 43. So it's one of the last cards in the deck. And it is that whole essence of crone energy and that of divine unconditional love. And it is that moment in time of when we are raw, when we have been shredded, when we have, when all is revealed to us. So when we're at our most vulnerable state of being. And I feel like for you, you are in your most vulnerable state of being. That this is this raw, vulnerable, and universal light of love is Lumerian. And so that sense of what's covered on her is the parts of her feminine energy, parts of that motherly energy, the breasts that feed, the uterus that holds the child, the umbilical cord connection, the entrance of birth, and all of that parts of you right now are raw and they are vulnerable, and you are in this state of being, really truly exposed. And what I'm being told is it's so important for you right now to really truly be compassionate for where you are, not to rush anything. I'm just like, I can tell you that it's just like, I don't know why I keep seeing this, and I just keep getting, um I got ladders to climb. I got ladders to climb. I got poles to mend. I got pipes or something. He keeps showing me like metal, and I keep getting like this metal. Mom, I got things to do. I got things to bring together. Like I just feel like ladders to climb, poles to climb, or pipes to put together. And I just feel like it's like I got things to do. Would never stop working for welding. Okay, so he was a welder. Okay, and I'm like, I just keep getting that sense of, I got things to do. I'm still doing my things. I feel like, and I don't know, I feel like for you, like this is such a shock to the system and still so new. But I feel like this was even a shock to him. Like this was a very, very sudden passing, a very sudden passing over. So I don't know if it was like something either fell and exploded or there was some sort of explosion or something that happened. And I just keep getting like something that was so quick that it even took him time to even, like, it was almost like I didn't even know I was gone first. I didn't even know I was gone. Like, I don't know if this is very quick. This, so your son was a welder. Okay. And it was an explosion. Okay. And I'm just like, I just feel like it's like something of a, like, I didn't even know, mom, but I know I'm aware now, but he was following in somebody's footsteps. He's telling me he idolized, or he really truly, like, I don't know if somebody apprenticed him or was helping him get to where he was, someone that was very kind to him, very generous to him. But I feel like somewhere along the line, it's almost like he was following in somebody's footsteps and he was doing what he really wanted to do. And he says, Mom, he says, I was doing what I wanted to do. And I was proven to you, your brother. Okay. And I'm just like, and he just says, Mom, I want to fucking cry over this one. He says, Mom, he says, I was doing what I needed to do. And I was being a man. He says, I was doing all the right things. I promised you I would not get stuck. I promised you I would not do nothing with my life, that I would do this. And he says, and I did it. And I did it. And I always did it. And I don't know what's with him and his he keeps telling me about like tree trunk legs or something? Was he like very strong in his legs? Like, did he have like big legs or muscular legs? What's with him and his legs? And what does he keep showing me his legs? It's like he wants me to see his legs. And he's got this kind of dry sense of humor about him. He's got this dry sense of humor. And whoever had the cold, yeah, okay. And he's like, he says, he says, Mom, he says, I'm standing tall as your guardian. I'm standing tall with you. And I'm like, I keep getting somebody having like a cold beer for him and having a cold beer for him. And he says, thanks for the cold beer. Thanks for having the cold beer for me. But I'm also getting like and it's funny because I'm seeing like a lunchbox, but I don't know if this is like a kid looking lunchbox or something. I keep getting like a lunchbox. What's with a lunchbox as well? I keep picking up a lunchbox and I got this lunchbox around me. Um, and there's this lunchbox. I don't know what's with the lunchbox, or if this is like some sort of like just a storage box or what it is, or if you still got like his freaking lunchbox from when he was a kid. I don't know what that is, but I keep seeing that as well, Carly. Then I got the wisdom of the elders, and he's in good hands. And he said to tell you, I'm in good hands. I'm in good hands. I am not alone over here. He says, I have this man with me, and this man loves me, and this man, and I feel like this is like a grandfather that's with him. And he says, and this man loves me, and this man is with me. Box of bracelets. Okay. Okay. I'm like, I just keep seeing this box, and I don't know if it's a box of bracelets that you're going to give out or something you're going to do with them, or what they're for. And that's your dad. Okay. And so, yeah. And I just keep getting that sense of, it's like, there's a lot of love over here. And this card is 12. And so this is the 12th, and this is on the 12th. And and he just says, I met the light. He says, there's a lot of power over here. And there's an old lady, like, and I mean, he tells me, and I'm saying this from a young boy's view, a young man's view. He says, Mom, he said, there's an old lady over here, and she looks like all shriveled up, like she lived to be very, very old. And he says, she tells me she's like grandmother or great grandmother. November the 12th, he passed. Oh shit. Okay. Cause I'm like, this is 12. And he said, show her the number. It is 12. Today is December. So this is 1 month today. Oh, oh, I'm going to cry. Great grandma. Okay. And he's like, she's here too. He says, and she's like, it's almost like she squeezes his face, or she's taking care of him. She's like doing all these little things for him. And she says, don't worry about the love. He says, I got lots of love. He says, but he says, it's you we're worried about. It's you that needs that extra care, that extra love. It's you that needs all of this. He says, and don't, it's like, and so from the guardians, from your son to the guardians are trying to tell you they are holding you up so that you can let yourself fall, because you really have to let yourself fall into this. Like, and by that, I mean, allow yourself, to your experiences. Do not deny yourself your experiences, trying to be strong for everyone else. This is your son. This is your experience. And this is really your day right here, right now, to just know that, that spirit is so powerful, that the divine love that they bring forth to us is so with us, but it doesn't change the fact of your grief, of your loss. And that you have to allow yourself and honor, give yourself the opportunity to let yourself be where you need to be, and go through it. He will always be there with you. He'll always hold it. And you were his mom. You were you were the most important person in his life. I don't know. I think this bond, this connection you had with him, I don't know if you and him spent a lot of time with, just like very close like this, like all the time from the time he was little, but you were his everything. And he was your everything. And he says, I'm still your everything, and you're still my everything. And I don't know if one time he gave you like a Valentine's, when kids give the Valentine's out for school, that he give you a Valentine's, that he was going to marry you or something. or that you were like the love of his life, right? And so he has like, his heart is so big and so like, it was larger than life. It is still larger than life. He is so much with you. And he just wants you to know that, he says, do the things that I would do. He was so kind, and I just feel like he did so many good things. And it's on my fridge from kindergarten. Okay. Okay, yay. Thanks for validating that, because he wanted me to really, he was pointing to it, and he said, ask her about it. Ask her about it. I told her I'd always be there with her. I'd always be there with her. You were his Valentine. And yeah, and he's just so grateful and thankful that you were his mom, because he wouldn't have had this experience on earth if he didn't have had you as his mom. You you chose to be he chose you to be his mom, and you will forever be his mom. And he says, do good things for me, mom. A heart-shaped magnet. Oh, my heart. Okay. uh, and he says, I feel like this is alchemy. This is the creative world. And I just feel like in divine timing, not right now, no rush, in divine timing, I just feel like you're going to really truly be really walking that alchemy journey, walking through this next destination, these next fated experiences of your life in such a different way. But it's all going to take time, and it's all going to be a process. And the diamond effects is this level of healing, that allowing light to reflect back. So allowing all the love that he gave to you, that he brought to this world, allow it to be that which amplifies into your heart, to really truly, remind you every day that the love never dies, that the love is forever, the love is eternal, and that's what he wants you to know, that his love never dies. He may not be here in physical form, but he said to tell you, love never dies. And he is forever that. And you are forever his Valentine. And you are forever that love for him. And he says to tell you, I made it, mom. I did it. I succeeded. I did. I proved to the world. I proved that, I could do big things. He says, but I had my idols, and I had my inspiration, and I had a beautiful family, and I still have a beautiful family. So just know he's with you. And I'm so thankful that I got to do this for you tonight on the 1 month anniversary, and on the 12th. So it wasn't the other 12th, it was the anniversary. Before I came in, I heard the message, the 12th and the anniversary. And I'm thinking 12th, 2012 was the anniversary of this changes, but it wasn't. It's the anniversary of the 12th of now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone. That is all that I got, but I'll end with a card to close this out. My heart can't do anymore. Thank you for all of you, and for the opportunity to be able to give these messages tonight. I always know it's divine timing. The messages come exactly when they are needed. I have not been in here since November the 21st to do a live, and I was down on my floor working out, and I just started doing some stuff to try to strengthen my own spine. And I was working out, and I heard, as soon as you're done, you need to go live. And so I always trust the message. I always trust the call. I always know the divine timing, and the divine and the angelic realm and our loved ones. They are always there. They always got our back. We are always being supported, and just knowing that timeless treasure, Una, and this is liberation. Setting ourselves free of all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, all the things that hold us from being able to feel our experiences, that keep us stuck, are the negative thoughts, the overthinking, the getting caught in our head. And just know that we're so divinely connected, and spirit to spirit, your spirit is forever connected to their spirit. We get one lifetime as this one human, but we get lifetimes as spirit. And the more that we can feed the light within and raise our own vibration, the more you can stay connected to that divine love and beautiful presence of our loved ones. And they are definitely with us today, and they are with us every day. So thank you all. Thank you for being with me. And I will be back another day and do more readings, like I said. Now, I do want to have a little spiel. So support. Um, so we have the forecast readings that are still on. You can purchase your 2023 forecast reading on my website. You got to go to shop and you'll find it there. You can still purchase the emailed readings that are 2, 3, or 5 card readings. And that is just, I do a video, I email it to you, and you'll get a video with this reading in it. It's not really asking questions, it's more of a general. Also, we have the online summit, the More Than Existing online summit, and it has everything. It has empowerment, transformation, it has woo-woo, it has spiritual, it has mediumship conversations. It has everything. I speak about my 2 books, More Than Existing and My Truth of Existing Beyond Reflection, available on Amazon. But there's 12 presenters, and it's only $29.95 for a whole weekend, and it's open to women and men. So we actually we got our first male speaker this year, and we are so excited to have him. His name is Trevor Sparrow, and he's also speaking this year. And we just really want to open this up. And so it's the weekend of January the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and it's all online. And if you can't make it to every one of the lives, you can go back in and listen to the recordings later, and you can listen to them for, up to a couple months later. In the evening on the Saturday, on January the 7th, I have a live 2-hour, it's an add-on to the event, but I have a live online 2-hour event, which is Connection to Spirit, that I will be doing. And if you scroll down past the summit stuff, it's on the bottom. It's an add-on that you can purchase tickets to that. And then on January the 21st, I will be in Leduc. So I'll be in Leduc, Alberta, doing there will be a wellness thing all day. I'll be there selling books. I'll be there signing books. I'll be there speaking to people during the day, but there's many vendors. There'll be vendors. There's going to be readers. There's going to be people there doing healing, Reiki, all that stuff. And then in the evening, you can go on Eventbrite and you can purchase tickets for the in-person 2-hour live mediumship, and it will be myself, and I will have a guest. One of my previous students who's also been on here, Michelle Gibson, will also be joining me on stage, and we will be doing a live 2-hour mediumship in Leduc, Alberta. I'm going to be heading back out and getting back out again and starting to do more events and do more things. So, but do get in and get into our summit. I'm telling you, it would be so worth your time. It's 12 presenters. We have 12 different talks that is going on. We have, Kate Gangas is coming in with her beautiful new deck of cards. Lisa Richard, Loving Energy Recharge, who is like my everything to everything that I do. And she's going to be talking about human design, or her journeying through life type of stuff. I'm not sure but very spiritual. We got Linda Green talking about journaling. We got Michelle Gibson coming in. We got Joy McGregor. We've got so many people. We got Cindy Sparrow. We've got so many. I'm going to keep presenting these people each and every day. So get your tickets, get in. Much love. And yeah, that's what I got. Go to my website, check out anything else. So, Ashley, I'll post the link. You go to Eventbrite. If you go to Michelle's page right now, I think she got it up, but I haven't been in all day. So yeah, and I will get all the links up and post it in the events and stuff that's happening. But you can go to my website as well for the summit and the online one as well. So much love. Mwah. Have a beautiful night, and I will see you soon. Thank you to everyone who allowed me the time to read them tonight. Bye-bye.